people don't realize is the first wave of punk was very blues-based rock and roll. It was just, you know, it was just a more angry or more honest approach to, you know, you listen to the Dead Boys, you listen to the Saints, you listen to Johnny Thunders. It's basically rock and roll with a punk style.
Yeah.
You know, and a look and a new attitude, and you know, it was a revolution. But you know, when I think of punk, that's what I think of.
Yeah.
And I just love, you know, tearing down stereotypes. You know, in the mid '80s, there was the punk rock police that said, you know, oh, you can't sing a love song, or you can't cover a Johnny Cash song, or you can't, you know, you can't wear baggy pants, or you can't. And I just love, like, oh, really? Were you there? Well, fuck you. Watch me. I'll do what I do. And that's, to me, punk was also about just individualism.
Definitely.
You know, because I used to go and see the Germs and the Blasters on the same bill, or Fear and the Cramps. And I didn't leave there going, God, you know,
I don't like what you wore tonight.
Germs weren't very rockabilly tonight, and the Blasters weren't very punk. You know, it was like, it was all one, you know, one underground scene.
Yeah. Do you think using all these words and stuff to divide things have been a big division, and have kind of, they robbed it of what it's meant to be, which is just about making music exactly the way you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I really hate labels.
Give some of the shit.
Stereotypes and you know, like categories. Like, you gotta, like, you know, I watched a thing on Elvis Costello last night, and he was like talking about, like, he didn't even know it wasn't cool to, like, you know, listen to that and that at the same time. He just did it, and that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I grew up with listening to Hank Williams, and I think Hank Williams is just as relevant as Joe Strummer or Joey Ramone.
Can you tell us about the beginnings of Social Distortion?
We started this band in 1979, and you know, the rest of the 99% of the world was telling us that we couldn't do this, and we said, oh yeah, watch us. And you know, years later, we're still doing it. We're doing it better than ever. We're you know, apparently still making good records, and you know, we've always taken pride in our live show. You know, we come from the old school of just a good work ethic. We practice, we rehearse, because people are paying a lot of money for tickets, and you know, we want to give them a show so they want to come back.
Yeah. What's the manifesto of Social Distortion?
The what?
Manifesto. What's the Motorhead way? How would you describe it?
Dogged persistence in the face of mounting evidence to the contrary.
I don't have anything as profound as Lemmy said, but you know, I knew when I was 5 years old that I was going to play music, and didn't know if I had any talent or anything, but I knew, and I just consider myself very lucky to have. But yeah, I am a stubborn motherfucker, because this has been an often very discouraging road, and you have to love what you're doing. That passion has to outweigh any of the negative stuff.
Because it is a sacrifice, this life, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
On some level, like, yeah.
It is, you know. You know, let's face it, it's the great escape. You know, I can't deal. I have much difficulty dealing with everyday life. This is the one area of my life I got a little bit of control of. Yeah.
Can you walk us through some of your tattoos? Would that be okay?
Love and pain.
Love and pain.
Yes, same, one and the same.
Are they the same?
They can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to think that way. Yeah.
How do you think now?
Now I think that you can't have love until you've gone through pain.
Is it nice kind of seeing a whole new generation of kids really respond to your music? And
Sure. I mean, I've seen it happening for a long time now, but when I'm looking out of the bus and seeing the diverse fans,
yeah.
and sometimes I'll see like a daddy bringing his child, but I like it when I see a child bringing their daddy.
Dad, you got to hear this stuff. It's fucking awesome.
It's pretty cool. And even back in the day, you know, I didn't want to just play for punk rockers. You know, most of our crowd was punk rockers, but if I could win you over, if you were a surfer or a college student, you know, who, you know, just looked normal, and if I could win you over, that was almost more of a challenge.
Stay metal forever and keep watching the void.